The other two is going to be with our son.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, you know, I basically, I'm trying to get rid of, get you guys to get rid of one of your domestic terrorists. You know, if you look at this report, do you see any violence being committed against me on that report?
They said it's Hillsborough and Rome. Hillsborough and Rome. That's the Wawa that they went to. The phone? Yeah. 1-813-873-3649. Phone number is 5183. Yes, sir. And it happened on October 22nd, this Monday, that just passed. The manager likes.
So do I witness any what on here?
Do you see any violence being committed against me?
I see that you were physically removed from the vehicle.
Okay. Does it say anything about any knee strikes to the chest?
No?
Okay. And then why would it say knee strikes to the chest on this narrative?
Because that's your criminal report and this is your arrest affidavit.
Okay. Well, wouldn't he mention, you know, so maybe the doctor could check me out or something like that? When I had this is all I had for months.
Okay.
You know, I had to find out from witnesses what happened to my rib cage.
Okay.
Okay. But then when I looked at the video, I saw what happened to my rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
I was laying out. Let me show you how it was. This is me on the ground. Just like that. This guy's hammering away at my rib cage, right? Over and over and over and over. And the whole time I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Right? I'm acting it out, right?
I got you.
Why would somebody just keep hammering away at my rib cage like that? Was he trying to kill me? Was he trying to make me squeal like a pig? Why would he do that?
What is it I can do for you today?
Well,
I can't talk to you about what
Well, I
somebody
took
was
an oath
trying
to
to
the
do.
I took an oath to the Constitution, and you know, I've already identified this guy as a domestic terrorist
Okay.
because this report doesn't match this report, and it doesn't match the video
Okay.
from the sheriff's department.
Well, understand, this isn't a report.
Okay. Well, all right. Whatever this is, you know,
This is the
grabbing somebody by the hair
In a
and
se-
kneeing them in the chest over and over and over while they're still seatbelted into their car.
okay. But Mr.
Why wouldn't he mention that? Why wouldn't he mention that in here?
Because that's what your report is for.
Okay.
His report is where he documents all of his activity. This is called an affidavit. This is your arrest affidavit. Basically, it's a charging document.
Okay,
What he's
well-
doing on here is documenting what you're being charged with, resisting an officer without violence.
Okay.
And he just lists basically the time, the date,
Okay.
and
Now,
where's probable
if you
cause
looked at the
arose.
video,
Oop.
sorry.
That's
If you
all
look
right.
at the video, you would see that this man that is saying that I yelled this blah blah blah, right?
Uh-huh.
He has to go up to the sheriff and say, "What did he say?" If he has to run up to the sheriff and say, "What did he say?" on video, why would he act like he heard it firsthand here? And I yelled it. And it doesn't even, you can't even hear it in the video. I yelled it so loud that it doesn't even show up on the audio.
Okay. So what is it you're looking for from me today?
What I'm trying to do is get rid of a domestic terrorist.
Okay.
This
so
man-
you want a lodge a complaint against an officer?
Well, the thing is, that's not going to go anywhere. I know where these complaints go. Right in the garbage, basically. You know, they're always unfounded, you know. Maybe 1%,
Well,
one
be
out of
honest-
100 is founded.
What? I'll be honest with you. It's gonna be hard because I mean this occurred back in 2016.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So has this case been resolved, or is this case still active?
Oh, they dropped the charges. I paid
Okay.
$3,000 for a lawyer, and they dropped the charges because the DA said it didn't make any sense. And it still
Okay.
doesn't make any sense. But I guess it makes sense to you guys. Does it make sense to you? This right here? Does it make
Well,
sense?
I haven't read the report.
Okay, well, if you looked at the video,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if your officer has to run up to his name is Everts. If he has to run up to Everett and say, what did he say? And Everett says, he said, where's your reflective vest? I said, where's your reflective vest? You wouldn't know that by reading this, would you? You wouldn't know that, right?
Yeah, but this is your charging
Okay,
document.
you wouldn't know that by
is
reading
your
this
report.
either. You would think that this guy heard it firsthand.
Okay.
And me yelling. I didn't yell.
Okay.
It doesn't even show up on the audio. So why would he exaggerate and put down hearsay? This is hearsay. As far as I'm concerned, if he didn't hear it.
Well, is this another law enforcement officer?
Yeah.
Yeah. An officer can take statements from another officer.
Okay, and then it's not hearsay, huh?
Right.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't know that by reading this. I mean, it's like he heard it firsthand.
Right.
You know? But when you look at, the video, it's like you can't even hear me saying anything. Because I didn't yell it.
Okay.
It's basically an exaggeration. There's so many lies and exaggerations in here. It's just, it's criminal. It's just plain criminal.
Have you been to discuss this prior to today with anybody?
Yeah, I've been trying to get malfunctioning camera reports because, the equipment malfunctioned and IT, along with a supervisor, was made aware.
Okay.
It's pretty generic, He could have told the supervisor of janitorial engineering, and that wouldn't be a lie, would it? He told a supervisor.
Right.
I finally got a name for that supervisor. It's a female.
Okay.
But,
So somebody's working on that for you to get you what you want for that?
yeah, I finally got it. It took a little
Okay.
while. Are they supposed to just write a supervisor? I mean, don't supervisors have names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supervisors have names, yeah.
Yeah. I just don't understand how, this guy, he basically, I think he kidnapped me under color of law. And, and then once I got over to the jail,
Right.
of course, they rolled out the red carpet, ran me through the old jail. I guess they don't have any cameras in the old jail. They took my shoes and socks off, put me in a wet floored cell after they tried to cripple me for not answering a trivial question.
At the
So
jail.
So I'm hopping around in a wet floored cell. Wet floored cell. Wet floored.
Right.
Wet floored cell. I ended up with maggots in one of my feet. Maggots from this wet floor. That was by design. That's by design. Of course, I'm hopping on one leg. Of course, there's no wheelchair. Oh, we didn't have time to get you a wheelchair. After the guy says, "Oh, I'll get you a wheelchair." 40 minutes later, "Oh, we didn't have time to get that for you," because they wanted me to crawl out of that place.
Right.
Because I exercised a right. And as far as I'm concerned, you guys hate the Constitution or something around here.
What right do you feel that?
I exercised a right. I said something.
Okay.
That was all it took for this guy. In the video, the guy, as soon as he finds out what I said in the video, he says, "Oh, you're just gonna run your mouth and keep on going." And you can hear me say, "Yeah, I'm just gonna run my mouth and keep on going." And then he says, "Well, that'd be a good idea." And then I say, "It's not in the report.
Okay.
None of this is in the report. Go fuck yourself." Oh, and then it was on. He said, then he says, "Let's get him." Of course, they edited out over that out in the video. The original video, I hear it
Okay. Where's the original video from?
from the sheriff's department.
Okay.
But
And which one
they
do you think it's
intentionally
edited
gave
out?
me a video that wouldn't load in the computer and would lock up as soon as like the fourth knee strike, But then when I get other videos from them, now they zoom in, so I'm not even in the picture. In the original video, you can see, all you can not see is my hands out in front of me.
So I'm assuming because you're saying our video wasn't working, that the other video is from the deputy. Mm-hmm. This is Deputy Everett's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he sat there and watched it happen, and I guess he was okay with it. I don't know.
All right. And I assume Deputy Everett wrote a supplement?
Yeah, he wrote something.
Okay. Saying I figured as much.
This one,
So,
I don't know. you know, I took an oath to that same Constitution, and you know, and I've already identified him as a domestic terrorist. You know, I mean, if you want to do something about him, great. If I have to do something about it, I guess I have to. I mean, because I took an oath to that same Constitution. I was a combat Marine.
So what precipitated you getting arrested?
Well, you know, when he comes in the video, he comes to my window and he starts demanding paperwork in the form of, give me your name, give me your license, registration, and insurance. And I say, why'd you pull me over? And then, of course, he ignores me because I don't know why he would ignore someone that he works for, but he just totally ignored it and said, license, registration, and insurance. And then I say again, why'd you pull me over? And then he says, okay, last chance. If you do not give me your, this is at the 11-second mark, he says, last chance. 11 seconds after coming to my window. Right. If you do not give me your license, registration, and insurance, I am going to rip you out of the car. And he even threatens to rip me out of the car again, right? And then once, you know, right before he pulls me out of the car, he says, okay, let me get this straight. I already given him my license at this point because he threatened to rip me out of my car. So I'm like, okay, here's my license. So
he removed you from the car?
Well, he threatened to remove me out of my car, and then I gave him my license.
Okay, still in the car.
Still in the car.
Okay.
And then I give him my license, and he says, okay, so you're not going to give me your registration and insurance? Well, all you need is a license. You know that. I've done it in the past. I'll be like, hey, I don't have registration and insurance.
Well, technically, if you're asked, you're supposed to provide those 3 documents.
Okay. Well, I didn't have it. You know, so
yeah.
He had my license. So he's like, let me get this straight. You're not going to give me your. It's all in video. Mm-hmm. Your license, or you're not going to give me your registration and insurance. And I said, just give me a ticket, which I don't know. I mean, it's pretty, you know. Right. And then he says, step out of the car as he's breaking into my car, right? And then, of course, you know, since he's already threatened to rip me out of my car twice, I'm like, whoa, close my door, and then it was on like Vietnam. He grabbed me by the hair, you know, pulled my door, you know, I'm still seatbelted in my car. Gotcha. And luckily, when he was pulling my hair, I unbuckled myself. I was able to unbuckle myself.
Right.
So he was able to get me out of the car. I wasn't resisting. But, you know, he just says, oh, you know, that's when I'm out of the car. And then over here, oh, it's all, you know, the reason why he did that was furtive movements and all this other bullshit. Not true stuff.
Okay.
He's just making an excuse because he...
Let me ask you a question, though, I guess, for me. Have you come in and talked to anybody, like, to file a complaint prior to today?
Well, I'm just trying to get information, and, you know, and you guys are not very transparent, you know? I mean...
What do you mean?
Well, you see the malfunctioning video, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that pass the smell test with you?
I'll be honest with you, the videos do malfunction. You got to keep in mind, you got...
Okay, and then when they put me in another squad car...
Right.
A regular squad car, and turned the camera around...
Right.
And started ridiculing me, belittling me, you know, humiliating me.
You have that video?
No, you didn't give that video up either.
Well, what's up? Where's that video up?
You tell me.
All right.
You didn't give me any videos. We requested videos, and I got nothing for video.
When did you request that?
The lawyer requested it. You know,
how long? Well, what
dropped the
lawyer
charges.
at what point? So that was relatively
Well,
soon.
the thing is, the problem with this lawyer, Russo and Russo, they're basically on your team, and they're trying to act like they didn't know how to get the video from the sheriff's department. You know, they're like acting stupid for months on end, and I'm like, I basically had to read them the Riot Act to get them to request the video from the sheriff's department.
Well, here's the reason I'm asking, because this stuff all happened back in 2016. So, like, any videos, you know, because this is November.
I'm sure the
so
sheriff still got their video,
to-
because they hang on to the videos when they give them out. But the thing is,
Yeah.
they edited it, you know. on the original video, you know, you hear okay, last chance, and then they somehow it inserted not last chance, it's okay, another chance or something like that. He comes like a mush mouth, you know. It's like they edited the video, you know, and they zoomed in.